What's up, YouTube? It's your man, Big Nord, back at it again. I'm about to country hop real quick. You know, this is my native country, Nigeria. You know, they're doing some street interviews talking about feminism, pros and cons, whether it should be encouraged or discouraged. Let's go ahead and delve in.
Should feminism be encouraged or discouraged, sir?
It should be discouraged because you can never have an equal right. God does not create us equally.
We are all
It's just straightforward with it.
equal. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
The brain you have as a man, women have it. As a man, women have it. Your emotion, that is whatever that is in man, is also in women.
In the world today, feminism is a much-heated disagreement. People are clamoring for the equality of both genders, male and female, for equality in the workplace, inheritance, in the family, everywhere, in the public at large. What do you think about
I think the main disagreement with feminism is, you build it up so much, but at the end of the day, you want your name to get passed down, and most women, they get married and change their last name. I guess that's the only disagreement with the whole movement.
feminism? Should it be encouraged or should it be discouraged? Let's find out from fellow Nigerians. What do you think about feminism? Do you think it should be encouraged or discouraged?
Well, actually, I don't think it should be encouraged because I don't see the reason why a man and a woman should be equal in this world because He created them Eve. So at least things shouldn't be equal.
I have a problem with this gender equality because when you say discourage
They 3 for 3. Everybody's like, nah.
it, in the first place, how was it encouraged? And I said it is personal because as for me, everybody are the same. Whether you are a man, whether you are a woman, you were created by God.
It should be discouraged because you can never have an equal right. Because God does not create us equally. Some have 9 bones, some have 6 bones, 6 or 7. It can never be equal.
As far as this earth is concerned, and the one that laid the foundation of the earth, and the one that created human being, we are all equal. Are you getting me? The brain you have as a man, women have it. The legs you have as a man, women have it. Your emotion, that is whatever that is in man, is also in women.
And whether you disagree with feminism or not, is being pushed very heavily, especially in African countries, today.
The thing is this, that we are all human beings, you understand? Whether God created man out of woman, and in as much as that, He called us man, you understand? So, in my own point of view, unlike the US, the foreign countries they do, women should be treated as the same rights as a man. In as much as in those foreign countries, they are much treated more than a man, you understand? So, in my own point of view, I strongly advise that women should be treated equally, not just equally. They should be given their right as a woman. Women are meant to be blessed because what you give women, it multiplies it.
He created them to be one. So I don't know where this division of gender equality comes from. When you say men are maltreating the women, you just said something, fellow women also maltreat fellow women. So that's what I told you, it's a personal thing. Me, I for one, I don't oppress women and I hate it. I fight
But who gonna get on camera and say they oppress women? That's crazy.
for women. Because I know there's a woman that gave birth to me. It's a woman that will carry a child 9 months, and before you give birth to a child, I know the rigors they pass through.
There are some job a woman can do and some job a man cannot do, and there's some job a man can do and a woman cannot do.
Let me ask you this. If you had 3 children and they are all women, is it compulsory you have a son? Do you think it's compulsory you have a son?
From the eastern part, which is necessary for me to have a son. Yes.
That should be the question. If you had only daughters, would you be okay with that? That should be the question right there.
3 females and you don't have a son, you will definitely get the son elsewhere.
I will pray for it, and I know that the God I serve will surely give me a son.
Aside the excuse that you gave from the Bible, what other reasons do you think should make feminism discouraged?
Yes, because I'm the one paying my children's school fees. My wife does not pay. I do everything. And if they want to go and do omugo, she'll say she's the one to go and do omugo, because they call it. I do everything. So, women enjoy a lot.
It sounds like, especially with that brother, that last brother, you know, his mother was a housewife. He was raised to be attracted to a housewife type, and that's a lot that's rampant in certain areas. So asking this question, you know, to people raised like that.
Where women found themselves, they have to be treated equally with men, because women in the higher institutions, I've seen one lady who studied in one of the universities, and she was in her department, she was the best in that her course. She was the best graduating student. Do you understand? Note that men are there, we are there with her. Are you getting me? But she studied and made sure that she came out first. So if somebody like that found herself in the labor market, maybe she went for an interview and some other men also went for the same interview, and they begin to consider she's a woman, no matter the post. Do you think that with what she did, you know, it was her effort that earned her that? Do you understand what she was able to put up? So if you begin to consider prefer man to that woman, a man that may not be up to her academically, don't you see that so many things will go wrong in that particular office?
When you give woman your sperm, it multiplies it and give you a child. So whatever you give woman, it multiplies it. Woman is like a blessing. Understand? It's just that if you don't meet the right one, you just get set back. When you met the right one, your blessing, your life, everything about you will keep multiplying once it's the right one.
You preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir.
For example, let's say as a married man, you have 3 women, 3 female children.
Yes.
How are you going to feel if you don't have a male child?
It's a very big question. Everybody pray to have a male child. Everybody pray. Even though those that say they don't discriminate, some of them are joking. Actually, I don't discriminate either, but I pray to have one. It's good to have one, because if you're a successful man, you have houses, properties. You know, women, they can easily.
That's just what I said. You know, you can't pass the name down. That's the main, you know, block for feminism trying to, I guess, explode. You know, a lot of, you know, people are raised a certain way, where there's housewife after housewife after housewife. I'm bringing home the bread, I'm bringing home everything. You just take care of the house. You know, I'm supplying everything else. This is how people are programmed and brought up. You can't change that after thousands of years. You know?
Fall in love. I pray our children should not fall to the wrong hands. It is better for my son to enrich, to gain, than my son-in-law. Some son-in-law and some of them are not reasonable. So that's why we pray to have a male child. But if it does not come, we cannot blame God.
I, for one, I will not support that. You have 3 children and the inheritance is given to another person because you don't have a man child. It is not very good. It is not very good. It's supposed to be for the children. I've just told you just now that I don't know who put this in heart. Girls, there was no man. And then some people were fighting to marry the children so that they can take over the inheritance. But Moses went to God. God said, no, leave those children alone. Allow them to enjoy the inheritance. So coming from, that's why I said we need to teach them That's why I just talked about the Bible just now. We need to teach them that these things shouldn't be practiced.
So, because God created Adam, because before he created Eve, things should not be equal.
It shouldn't be equal for me because I'm a Christian, I understand. And in other ways, again, some aspects, again, there's a difference between a man and a woman.
To a certain extent, we should not totally encourage it. Because God does not have 9 bones.
According to science.
Forget science.
Why should we forget science? Science has done a lot of good to us, so why should we forget science?
Don't tell me science, because God have written it, and that's what we read.
So we have to see women to be equal with men. I don't see anything that is different from women between men and women. We are all the same. And you who is interviewing me now, a man can do this kind of thing too. Are you getting me? If you go to hospital, you see women that are competent doctors. If you go to...
I say that we're the same mentally, but there's a big difference. A man can force himself upon a woman, but a woman can't put a gun to a man's head and say, "You about to have sex with me." Nah, it's a big difference, you know. But mentally, a woman could be president, a doctor, a lawyer, anything. But physically, there's a difference.
From university, you see women that are studying politics doing well in all fields.
So there you have it. I believe they were in Lagos, you know, interviewing so many different takes, but obviously it's how you was raised. If you was raised in a household, your mother is a lawyer, you know, doing this and that, used to her out going, getting it, bringing it back, you know, feminism will be nothing to you. But if you grew up in a household where the father was taking care of most of everything and the mother was mostly in the home, preparing the home, you know, preparing meals, you know, taking care of the kids, rearing the kids, this and that, feminism will be like more of a foreign topic to you. Like, nah, I don't like that change, you know. And basically, you know what I'm saying, the questions answered reflected that, you know. You could see in a guy that, you know, was used to generation after generation. I bring home the money, I, you know, pay the school fees, I do this, I do that, you know what I'm saying? So feminism, like, what? Everything's gonna go to ruin if there's feminism, in his mind, because that's how he was raised. What do you guys think? What are your takes on feminism? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe as well.
Protect my loved ones with my life, don't get it backwards. Hurricane traffic, but I still drove. That's hard. Yeah, I pat myself on the back, I just do that. Okay. Like a Saints fan, say who that? Beat a player, hate a blue black, thinking they a new jack. Everybody that know me say dudes draft. Yes. Conceived my son out of town, thinking about not going back. Yeah. But I still drove.